Lucas. I cut him off. That's enough. Go home. Whatever it is. We'll talk tomorrow. I slammed the door shut. Silence. For a long moment. Then. Footsteps. Slowly fading away. Ethan tugged at my hand. Tilting his head up at me. Mom, who was that? A lunatic. Don't worry about him. Okay. He nodded. Then rubbed his eyes again. Mom, I'm hungry. I couldn't help but laugh. I led him into the kitchen. Warmed up some milk. He sat at the table. Holding the cup with both hands. Taking small, careful sips. His long lashes cast soft shadows under the light. And for some reason, I suddenly remembered the look on Lucas's face earlier. That shock. That disbelief. No. That's impossible. I shook my head, forcing that ridiculous thought out of my mind. Part 2. Something doesn't add up. The next day, Lucas didn't show up. The day after that, still nothing. By the third day, I thought it was over. But on the fourth day, I got a call. Hello, Miss Sharonson. I'm Mr. Liu's assistant. He'd like to meet with you. To discuss something. What is it about? A child. My grip tightened. There's nothing to discuss. I hung up. Sitting in my office. Flipping through documents. But my mind wouldn't settle. On the corner of my desk, there was a photo of Ethan. Taken at kindergarten last month. He was wearing a tiny little suit. Smiling brightly. I stared at it. For a long time. 5 years old. 5 years ago. 5 years ago, Something flickered in my mind. And then. It was gone. That afternoon. I went to pick Ethan up from school. He came running out. With his backpack bouncing behind him. Grinning wide. Showing off his little fangs. Mom. Did you have fun today? I did. Teacher said I draw really well. Oh yeah. What did you draw? You? I smiled. Then you have to show me later, okay? He grabbed my hand. Skipping happily beside me. But when we reached the intersection, he suddenly stopped. Mom. That man from before is here again. I looked up. Across the street stood Lucas Liu. Black suit. Leaning against his car. A cigarette between his fingers. Unlit. When he saw us, he put it away. And walked over. Sharon. What do you want this time? I need to talk to you. There's nothing to talk about. It's about the child. His gaze shifted to Ethan. I need to know. Lucas. I cut him off again. I'll say this one more time. It has nothing to do with you. His expression darkened. Ethan tightened his grip on my hand. Then quietly stepped behind me. Even he could feel something was wrong. Ethan, go to the car first. I handed him the keys. Wait for me inside. He nodded obediently. Ran over. Opened the door. And sat inside. Lucas's eyes followed him. The entire time. There was something strange in his gaze. Something unsettled. Sharon. He's 5 years old. I know. 6 years ago. We broke up. So. That means. There's a possibility. A possibility of what? I looked him straight in the eyes. A possibility that he's your son. Lucas Liu. Have you been watching too many soap operas? His face went dark. I know you don't believe me, he said. But I've already investigated. 5 years ago, you were hospitalized. For almost a year. My heart skipped. How do you know that? I looked into it. You investigated me. I just want the truth. I took a deep breath, forcing down my anger. Fine. You want the truth. Here it is. This child is my best friend's son. She went abroad. She asked me to take care of him. That's it. It has nothing to do with me. And even less to do with you. Do you understand now? He stared at me. Silent. Go live your life. I'll live mine. Whatever we had ended a long time ago. I turned, got into the car, and started the engine. In the rearview mirror, he was still standing there, motionless, like time had stopped around him. From the back seat, Ethan spoke softly. Mom, does that man like you? No. I shook my head. That man, he's just crazy. Ethan nodded thoughtfully. Then, why does he keep looking for you? I paused for a moment. Because he has too much free time. Ethan didn't fully understand. But he still nodded. Okay. Then he dug into his backpack and pulled out a drawing. Mom, I made this for you. I took it. A woman. Long hair. Big eyes. Wearing a red dress. And next to it, 2 crooked words. Mom. Is it pretty? He asked. It is. I smiled softly. Prettier than me in real life. He broke into a huge grin. The kind of smile that could melt your heart. Back home, after settling him in, I sat alone in the living room, spacing out. My mind kept replaying Lucas's words. You were hospitalized for almost a year. A year. That part was true. 5 years ago, I was in the hospital. For a long time. A car accident. I was in a coma. Almost a year later, I woke up. And that entire year was completely blank. Gone. I picked up my phone and called my mom. Mom, when I was hospitalized 5 years ago, I stopped. What was I supposed to ask? Did I give birth? That sounded insane. What is it, sweetheart? My mom's voice came through. Nothing. I just suddenly wondered which hospital I stayed in back then. Why are you asking that? Just curious. She paused. People's First Hospital. Why? It's nothing. I'll hang up now. Click. I sat there on the couch. My heart racing. People's First Hospital. 5 years ago. 1 year of hospitalization. If there really was a childbirth record. No. That's impossible. I shook my head. How could I give birth and not know it? Even with memory loss, my body would remember. Scars. Stretch marks. Something. I looked down at my stomach. Flat. Smooth. Nothing. I let out a breath. Yeah. I was overthinking. The next morning, I went to work. As soon as I arrived, the receptionist rushed over. Director Shen. Someone's here to see you. He's been waiting for a long time. Who is it? He said his last name is Liu. I frowned and walked into the meeting room. I pushed the door open. And there he was. Lucas Liu. Sitting quietly. A cup of coffee in front of him. Already cold. Why are you here again? He stood up. In his hand, a thick envelope. Sharon. I found something. What is it? He placed the envelope on the table and pushed it toward me. I didn't take it. Take a look. I don't want to. Please. His voice dropped. There was something in it. A tremor I had never heard before. I hesitated. Then finally picked it up. Opened it. Inside, copies of medical records. My name. Sharon Shen. Admission date. 5 years ago. Hospitalization. 1 year. Diagnosis. Brain injury from car accident. Anne. Pregnant. My fingers began to shake. I looked further down. Gestation, 38 weeks. Caesarean section. Male infant. 3.4 kilograms. Healthy. My mind went completely blank. No. I threw the papers onto the table. This is fake. I've verified it. Lucas said quietly. It's real. That's impossible. My voice rose. I've never had a child. There's no scar on my body. Look at the last page. My hands trembled as I flipped to the end. A photo. A hospital bed. A woman. Pale. Weak. Holding a newborn baby in her arms. And that woman was me. Part 3, The Truth You Forgot. I froze. That photo. Lucas's voice was low. It was taken by the hospital. Right after you gave birth. My best friend left the country to study abroad and dumped her 5-year-old son on me. He's a good boy, she said. You won't have any trouble with him. I picked up the soft little bundle in my arms, snapped a quick photo, and casually posted it online. Me and my son. I had no idea. I had just kicked a hornet's nest. 6 years. That's how long it had been since I last heard from Lucas Liu, my ex-boyfriend. And now, he was blowing up my phone like a madman. Since when do you have a child? I ignored him. He called. I hung up. Minutes later, he showed up downstairs at my office, blocking my way. Whose kid is that? I looked at him and laughed. What does it have to do with you? He stared at the boy for a long time. Long enough for his face to slowly turn pale. I didn't bother arguing. I just took the boy's hand and walked away. The next day, I got a call from Lucas's assistant. Miss Sharon Shen. Mr. Liu is currently investigating your childbirth records from 5 years ago. My hand trembled. Coffee spilled across the table. Childbirth records. When the hell did I ever give birth? Part 1, The Day She Left. It was raining the day Lily Lin left. She crouched down in the airport lobby, hugging her son tightly. Her eyes were red. Ethan, Listen to your godmother, okay? No crying. No causing trouble. Don't make things hard for her. 5-year-old Ethan Lynn was delicate and fair, with big, bright eyes, like polished black grapes. He reached out his tiny hand and wiped away her tears. Mom, don't cry. I'll be good. That only made her cry harder. I stood beside them, handing her a pack of tissues. Hey, if you keep crying like this, you're gonna miss your flight. She sniffled, then placed Ethan's hand into mine. Sharon, I'm counting on you. At most a year. Once I settle down, I'll bring him over. Don't worry, I said softly, holding his warm little hand. I've taken care of kids before. She walked through security, turning back every few steps. Ethan stood beside me, quietly holding my finger. He didn't cry, but his eyes were red too. Godmother. He looked up at me. When is Mommy coming back? Soon. If you behave. She'll come back even sooner. He nodded seriously. I'll be good. I smiled. This kid. Just as sweet-talking as his mom. Lily Lynn. My college roommate. My best friend in this world. She had waited years for that full scholarship overseas. She couldn't give it up. But taking a child with her in a foreign country, that wasn't realistic. So in the end, she left him with me. And of course, I said yes. I don't have many friends, but the ones I do have, I'd go through hell for them. On the way home, Ethan was quiet the whole time, sitting straight in the passenger seat, hands neatly on his knees, like a tiny little adult. Are you hungry? No. Thirsty? No. Want to listen to music? He thought for a moment. Whatever you like. I'll listen to. I chuckled and turned on a children's song. He glanced at me quietly, a small smile tugging at his lips, before he quickly hid it. When we got home, I prepared a room for him. Fresh sheets, soft pillows, a warm yellow bedside lamp. He stood at the door, looking around in awe. Godmother, it's so pretty. Do you like it? I do. Then from now on, this is your room. He nodded and stepped inside carefully, touching the blanket, like he was afraid to dirty it. Then suddenly, he ran back and hugged my leg. Thank you, Mom. I crouched down, looking into his eyes. You don't have to thank me. Your mom is my best friend. And you. You're my son too. He froze for a second, then nodded hard. That night, I bathed him, dried his hair, and tucked him into bed. Mom, can you tell me a story? What kind of story? Anything. So I leaned against the headboard and told him a story about a little rabbit looking for its mother. Halfway through, his breathing slowed. He was already asleep, a faint smile on his lips. Who knows what he was dreaming about? I quietly closed the door and went back to the living room, curling up on the couch, scrolling my phone. Then I saw the photo we took earlier. Me holding Ethan, his arms around my neck. Both of us smiling. Not bad. So I posted it. Me and my son. Then I went to take a shower. When I came back, My phone had exploded. 30 missed calls. All from Lucas Liu. 99 plus unread messages. The latest one. Sharon Shan, pick up the phone. I glanced at it. And ignored it. Silent mode. Lights off. Sleep. At 3 a.m. I was woken up by violent knocking on the door. Urgent. Loud. Like someone wanted to break it down. Half asleep. I walked over and checked the peephole. Lucas Liu. In pajamas. Hair a mess. Eyes bloodshot. Like a rabbit. I opened the door. Are you insane? It's 3 in the morning. When did you have a child? He pushed the door open, trying to look inside. Where is he? Where's the kid? I leaned against the door frame. Arms crossed. Lucas Liu. Have you lost your mind? I'm asking you. When did you have a child? His voice echoed down the hallway. What does it have to do with you? He froze. We broke up 6 years ago, I said coldly. Whether I have a child or not has nothing to do with you. He opened his mouth, but no words came out. You showed up at my door at 3 a.m. just to ask this. He took a deep breath. I saw your post. So, whose child is that? I looked at him and suddenly found it ridiculous. 6 years ago, when he broke up with me. Clean. Decisive. Didn't even look back. I had begged him. Cried. Asked him why. And all he said was, we're not compatible. That's it. 6 words. In exchange for 3 years of love. Lucas. Go home. It's late. Don't disturb the neighbors. He didn't move. Just stood there. Like a nail hammered into my doorway. How old is the child? None of your business. Sharon Shan. Answer me. Why should I? My voice rose. Who do you think you are? My ex. The one who disappeared for 6 years. What right do you have to question me? I stared at the woman in the photo. Pale. Fragile. And the baby in her arms. Wrinkled, tiny. Real. Something inside my head started crashing violently. Like it was trying to break through a thick, invisible wall. Then, my voice trembled. Where is the baby now? I looked at Lucas Liu. His eyes were complicated. I investigated, he said quietly. While you were in a coma, your family sent the baby to an orphanage. After you woke up, they never told you. My legs gave out. I collapsed into the chair. My child. I had a child. And now, where was he? That same day, I took leave from work and drove straight to my parents' house. The entire drive, my mind was buzzing like a swarm of bees trapped inside my skull. Ethan was still at kindergarten. I didn't go pick him up. I asked the housekeeper to bring him home instead. When I arrived, I sat in the car for a long time, just breathing, trying to steady myself. Then finally, I got out and knocked on the door. My mother opened it. She froze when she saw me. Why are you here all of a sudden? You didn't even call. Mom. I need to ask you something. What is it? I walked inside. Sat down on the couch. My father came out of his study. The moment he saw my face, he frowned. What happened? Did something go wrong? I looked at them. And suddenly, I didn't know how to begin. A secret. 5 years. They had hidden it from me. For 5 whole years. They were my parents. The closest people I had. So why? 5 years ago. My voice was barely above a whisper. Did I give birth to a child? Silence. The air froze. My mother's face turned pale. The teacup in my father's hand stopped midair. How do you know? My mother's voice trembled. Someone found the hospital records. Silence again. Heavy. Suffocating. My mother looked at my father. He lowered his head. Placed the teacup down. Yes. His voice was low. You had a child. Tears streamed down my face. Why didn't you tell me? You were in a coma. My mother choked up. Just tell me. Do you even know? My father suddenly spoke. Who that child's father is? My heart pounded violently. Who? His voice turned cold. It's Lucas Lou. 5 words. Like knives. Driven straight into my chest. You were pregnant with his child. He broke up with you. You went to find him. And got into a car accident. You were in a coma for a year. When the baby was born, you were still unconscious. And him. My father's voice hardened. He was getting engaged. To another woman. My tears wouldn't stop. We sent the baby away. My mother whispered. Because we didn't want you to see that child. And be reminded of him. For the rest of your life. We didn't want you to be trapped in the past forever. That child. My voice was hoarse. Where is he now? Silence. A long silence. We don't know. My mother's voice was barely audible. When we completed the paperwork at the orphanage, we didn't leave any contact information. I shot up to my feet. My legs trembling. How could you do that? I shouted. Loud enough to shock even myself. That's my child. What right did you have to give him away? Without even telling me. You were unconscious. My father stood up too. How were we supposed to ask you? You are our daughter. We didn't want you to suffer. But that's my child. I turned and ran out. The door slammed shut behind me. Inside the car, I broke down, crying, shaking. I couldn't breathe. 5 years ago, I was pregnant with Lucas's child. He left me. I went to find him and got into an accident. While I was in a coma, my child was born and then taken away. When I woke up, I remembered nothing. 5 years. Somewhere in this world, there was a child. My child. Alone. For 5 years. I collapsed onto the steering wheel, sobbing uncontrollably. My phone rang. Lucas Lou. I didn't answer. He called again. I still didn't pick up. Then, a message. Sharon. I know you're hurting right now. But that child. I want to find him too. I stared at the message. And suddenly, it felt ridiculous. He wants to find the child. What right does he have? 5 years ago, he didn't want me. And now, 5 years later, he wants the child. I typed one word. Get lost. He didn't reply. That night, I didn't go home. I drove around the city, aimlessly, until I passed by an orphanage. I stopped, got out of the car, and stood there, in front of the cold, iron gate. 5 years. My child had once been here. He didn't know who his mother was. Didn't know who his father was. Didn't even know where he came from. All he knew was that he had been abandoned. I slowly sank to the ground, right there at the gate, shaking, crying uncontrollably. My phone rang again. Lily Lynn. Her voice was anxious. Sharon, what's wrong? Did something happen? Lily. My voice was hoarse. I had a child. Silence. Long silence. I know. I froze. You knew. I did. When you were in a coma. I went to visit you. Your mom told me. She asked me not to tell you. Then why did you hide it from me? Because when you woke up, the doctor said you couldn't be emotionally shaken. And after that, I didn't know how to tell you anymore. I closed my eyes. Tears streaming down. Sharon. I'm sorry. Her voice broke. I shouldn't have hidden it from you. I hung up and stayed there, outside the orphanage, crying until dawn. Part 5. The truth was always beside you. The next day, I went inside. The director, a woman in her 50s, last name Liu, received me. After hearing my story, she searched through old records for a long time. Finally, she found something. Sharon Shen, admitted 5 years ago, gave birth to a baby boy. 4 months later, the family completed adoption procedures. The child was adopted by a couple. My heart clenched. Who? What are their names? Where do they live? She hesitated. According to policy, adoption records are confidential. I'm the child's biological mother. My voice trembled. My family gave him away without my consent. That's illegal. Director Liu looked at me for a long moment. Then she sighed. I understand how you feel. But it's been 5 years. The adoptive family completed legal procedures. If you want your child back, you may need to go through the legal system. At least tell me the name. She hesitated again. Then slowly, she pulled out a document and handed it to me. Please, don't. I didn't hear the rest. My eyes were already locked on the name. Lily Lynn. Everything stopped. Lily Lynn. The adoptive parent was Lily Lynn. My breathing froze. Is she? I forced my voice out. A young woman. Long hair, big eyes. Director Liu nodded. Yes, she said. She was the child's mother. Tears spilled instantly. Lily Lynn. She had adopted my child. My hands trembled as I dialed her number. She picked up, her voice shaking. Sharon. Lily Lynn. My voice was cold. Are you out of your mind? Sharon, listen to me. Why didn't you tell me? Ethan is my son. Why did you hide this from me? Silence. Then she broke down crying. Sharon, I'm sorry. You were in a coma. Your parents wanted to give the baby away. They said they couldn't keep him. I couldn't bear it. So I went to the orphanage and adopted him. I thought, when you woke up, I would tell you. But your parents said, not to you. They told me to stay silent. So you hid it from me for 5 years. I wanted to tell you later. But you got better. You had a new job. A new life. I was afraid. If I told you, you'd remember everything. And it would destroy you. So you chose. My voice broke. To let me live 5 years. Not knowing my own child was right beside me. She couldn't even speak anymore. Only sobbing. I hung up. My legs gave out. I collapsed onto the ground, covering my face, crying like I was breaking apart. Because the truth was, for all those nights, when I tucked him into bed, for every time he called me Mom, that child was mine. Ethan Lynn, the little boy who called me Mom, was my son. My own child. His eyes looked like mine. His lips looked like mine. Even his smile was mine. I saw him every day. Held him every day. He called me Mom. And yet, I never knew. I don't even remember how I got home. When I pushed the door open, he was sitting on the couch, watching cartoons. The moment he saw me, he jumped down and ran toward me. Mom, you're back. He wrapped his arms around my legs, looked up at me. Those bright, round eyes, exactly like mine. Just like the photos of me when I was young. I slowly crouched down and reached out, touching his face. Ethan. Yes? Do you know? My voice trembled. How much I love you. He smiled, those little fangs showing. I love you too. I pulled him into my arms. Tight. As tight as I could. Ethan, I have a secret to tell you. What secret? I took a deep breath. I'm your mom. Your real mom. He froze. A 5-year-old couldn't fully understand what that meant. He tilted his head, thinking. So, you're my mom? Yes. I'm your mom. Then, where's my old mom? She's also your mom. She's been taking care of you all this time. He thought for a moment. Then suddenly, his face lit up. So I have 2 moms. I laughed through my tears. Yes. You have 2 moms. He reached out his tiny hand and wiped my tears. Mom, don't cry. Mom. He called me Mom. I held him close, crying for a long, long time. He stayed in my arms quietly, patting my back like a little old man. Mom, are you really sad? No. I shook my head. I'm very happy. Then why are you crying? Because I'm too happy. He nodded seriously. As if adults were very strange creatures. That night, after I tucked him into bed, I sat alone in the living room. My phone buzzed. A message from Lucas Liu. I found out the child was adopted by Lily Lynn. Ethan is. I already know. I replied. Almost instantly. He texted back. I want to meet him. No. He's my son. My fingers tightened. 6 years ago. When you threw me away. Did you ever think about him? Silence. A long silence. Then. A new message. Sharon. I'm sorry. I stared at those words. And laughed. Then cried. I'm sorry. 3 words. 6 years too late. Part 6. He wants to be a father. The next day, he showed up at Ethan's kindergarten, standing across the street, holding a toy dinosaur. When we came out, he walked over. Ethan. He crouched down. I got you a gift. Ethan glanced at him, then immediately hid behind me. I stepped in front. Lucas. What are you doing? I just want to. Want what? My voice turned cold. You disappeared for 6 years. And now you want to be a father. His face turned pale. Ethan tugged my hand. Mom. Who is that? Mom. The moment he said it, Lucas flinched. His expression cracked. Who he is? I said calmly, pulling Ethan away. Doesn't matter. Let's go home. Day 2. He showed up again. This time, outside my apartment. A bag full of snacks and toys. In his hand. Sharon, I just want. What now? Do you not understand? Plain language. Ethan is my son. No. I cut him off. He's my son. You just provided. I stopped myself. Glanced at Ethan. Lowered my voice. Some genetic material. I carried him. I gave birth to him. I raised him. He has nothing to do with you. His face turned gray. And for the first time, he had no words left. Day 3. He changed his strategy. No more blocking my way. No more confrontation. Instead, packages started arriving. Box after box. Toys. Clothes. Picture books. Candy. Everything. Ethan opened one of the boxes. Inside. A stuffed rabbit. He hugged it. Then looked up at me. Mom. Why does that man keep sending me things? Because he has too much free time. Okay. He nodded. Hugging the rabbit tighter. But it's really cute. I sighed. Day 4. He went straight to Lily Lynn. I don't know what he said to her. But she called me. Her voice, uneasy. Sharon. Lucas came to see me. He said he wants to meet Ethan. He asked me to talk to you. Did you agree? No. I told him it's your decision. I can't speak for you. She hesitated. But Sharon. He is the child's father. 5 years ago. He didn't think so. Silence. She had no answer. After the call, I sat on the couch, watching Ethan play on the floor. He was building something. A tall tower. Carefully placing the final piece on top. Mom, look. It's beautiful. He smiled. Those little fangs showing again. And suddenly, I thought of Lucas Lou. Ethan's nose. His lips. So similar. Before, I never noticed. Now, I couldn't unsee it. Day 5. Lucas didn't show up. Day 6. Still nothing. I thought, maybe he had finally given up. But on day 7, Ethan came home from school, holding a drawing. 3 people. A man. A woman. A child in the middle. Mom. Someone came to my school today. He taught me how to draw. My fingers tightened. Who? The man who gave me the rabbit. My blood ran cold. He said. Ethan held up the drawing. He's my dad. Something inside me snapped. What exactly did he say to you? He said he's my dad. He didn't know I existed before. But now he does. So he wants to spend time with me. Ethan tilted his head. Mom. Is he really my dad? I crouched down. Looked straight into his eyes. Ethan. Do you believe what he said? He thought for a moment. He said he likes me. He said he'll come see me often. I took a deep breath. Then stood up. And dialed a number. Lucas Lou. Have you lost your mind? You went to his school. You told him you're his father. Without my permission. Sharon. His voice was steady. He's my son too. His my son. 6 years ago you walked away. And now you want him back. Dream on. I know I was wrong. You know. My voice rose. If you know you're wrong, then stay the hell away. I hung up. My hands still shaking. Ethan tugged at my sleeve. Mom. Are you mad? No. I forced a smile. I'm not mad. But your hands are shaking. I picked him up. And buried my face in his neck. I'm just tired. His tiny hand gently patted my back. Like he was comforting me. Mom's not tired. Ethan is a good boy. I smiled. But suddenly, I wanted to cry again. Part 7, The War Begins. After that, Lucas disappeared. For 2 days. But I knew. He wouldn't give up. He was Lucas Lou. The man who had everything handed to him. His entire life. Anything he wanted. He got. Always. Too bad. There was one thing he didn't understand. I wasn't someone he could control. On the 3rd day, his assistant called again. Miss Shin. Mr. Lou would like to discuss custody arrangements. Custody. What gives him the right? He has already hired a legal team. He is preparing to. Tell him to stop dreaming. He's not winning this case. I hung up. Then, I dialed another number. Dad. What is it? Are you okay? I told him everything. About Ethan. About Lucas. There was silence. On the other end. Then, his voice changed. Cold. Firm. A tone I had never heard before. I understand. My father is Henry Shin, chairman of the Shin Group, one of the top 10 corporations in the country. I never liked that identity. So after graduating college, I changed my name. I hid my background. And I started from scratch. On my own. No one knew that the so-called heiress of the Shen family was just a department manager at a small company. But just because I never said it doesn't mean I'm not a Shen. The next day, Lucas Liu's legal team withdrew. By day 3, his assistant called to apologize. Miss Shen, we sincerely apologize for our previous actions. I hung up. Didn't care. But Lucas wasn't the kind of man who gave up. If lawyers didn't work, he'd do it himself. That night, I worked late. By the time I left the office, it was almost 10 p.m. Ethan was already home. I drove back alone. And when I reached the gate, he was there, leaning against his car, waiting. Sharon. I stopped the car, rolled down the window. What do you want now? I want to talk. There's nothing to talk about. I know who you are now. He looked straight at me. You're Henry Shen's daughter. So I know. He paused. I can't win against you. But I just want to see him. I looked at him. And for a moment, just a tiny moment, I softened. Lucas, let me ask you something. Go ahead. 6 years ago. Why did you break up with me? Silence. Was it your family? Or did you think I wasn't good enough? Neither. Then what? He lowered his head. For a long time, he didn't speak. Because I was afraid. His voice was quiet. I had just taken over the company. I didn't know anything. I failed at everything. My family opposed us. My father said, if I didn't break up with you, he would cut me off. I was afraid. Afraid I couldn't give you anything. So you abandoned me. I thought it was the best choice. The best choice. I let out a cold laugh. Did you ever ask me? Did you ever ask what I wanted? Silence. He had no answer. Lucas, the biggest problem with you is that you make every decision on your own. You thought breaking up was good for me. You thought giving the child away was good for me. And now you think coming back is good for him. Have you ever asked what we actually want? His face went pale. I'm leaving. I rolled the window up. Don't come again. When I got home, Ethan was still awake, sitting on the couch, hugging his stuffed rabbit. The moment he saw me, he ran over. Mom, you're back. Why are you still up? I was waiting for you. He hugged my legs tightly. I can't sleep without you. I picked him up, kissed his cheek. Come on. Let's go to bed. He wrapped his arms around my neck, then whispered softly, Mom, that man said he's my dad. Is he lying? I paused, then answered gently, no. He's not lying. He is your father. Then why isn't he with us? Because he made a mistake. Will he come back later? I don't know. I looked at him. Ethan, do you want him to come back? He thought for a while. Then shook his head. Why? Because you don't like him. I froze. If Mom doesn't like him, then I don't like him either. My chest tightened. I pulled him into my arms. My eyes burned. Ethan, you don't have to decide for me. You can like whoever you want. That's your choice. But if Mom isn't happy, then I'm not happy either. I just want Mom to be happy. I broke down. He reached up, wiping my tears again. Mom, don't cry. Don't cry. That night, I held him tightly. For a long, long time. Before I finally fell asleep. Part 8, The Calm Before the Next Storm. For an entire week, Lucas Lou disappeared. Completely silent. But I knew. He wasn't the kind of man who gave up. I thought he had finally come to his senses. I was wrong. On day 8, I received a court summons. Lucas Lou had filed a lawsuit to establish paternity and demand visitation rights. I stared at the paper and laughed. Who did he think he was? Who did he think the Shen family was? Did he think I was still the same woman from 6 years ago? Crying, begging him not to leave. I picked up my phone and dialed a number. Uncle Jong. It's Sharon. I need a favor. He chuckled lightly. What is it, sweetheart? I want you to publish an article. What kind of article? About a man who abandoned his pregnant girlfriend and came back 6 years later to take her child. Silence. Then his voice turned serious. Who are we talking about? Lucas Lou. From the Lou Corporation. Another pause. I understand. 3 days later, the entire city exploded. A headline shocked everyone. CEO of Lou Corporation, Lucas Lou, abandoned pregnant girlfriend, returns 5 years later to claim the child. The article was detailed. Painfully detailed. Every timeline. Every event. Every piece of evidence. Nothing was left out. Social media went insane. Top trending. Number 1. Billions of views. The comments were brutal. Trash man. Disgusting. 5 years of silence, now he wants the kid. Does someone like this deserve to be a father? That same day, Lou Corporation's stock dropped 5%. His phone must have been ringing non-stop. His parents, the board, executives, all asking the same thing. Have you lost your mind? When he finally called me, his voice was hoarse. Sharon, you did this, didn't you? Did what? That article. I don't know what you're talking about. Sharon Shen. He snapped. Do you even realize what you've done? You're destroying me. Destroying you. I let out a cold laugh. Lucas Lou. When you destroyed me, did you ever think about how I felt? I was pregnant with your child. I went looking for you. And you were engaged to another woman. I was lying in a hospital bed, in a coma. And you were on your honeymoon. When my child was taken away, where were you? Silence. He couldn't answer. You ruined 6 years of my life. I'm only returning a few days of that to you. I hung up. But that was just the beginning. The article. Just an appetizer. The next day. Photos leaked online. Clear. Sharp. Undeniable. Late at night. Lucas Liu. Entering an exclusive club. A young woman by his side. Arms around each other. Close. Intimate. You could even see the model of his watch. The internet. Exploded again. Just got exposed and already with another woman. This guy wants custody. What kind of father would he be? Liu Corporation's stock dropped another 3%. This time, he didn't call. He came straight to my house. When the doorbell rang, Ethan was watching cartoons. I opened the door. And there he was. Eyes bloodshot. Clothes wrinkled. Hair messy. Nothing like the polished CEO he used to be. Sharon. Those photos. You released them, didn't you? What photos? You. He stopped. Took a deep breath. Trying to control himself. Do you have any idea what those photos are doing to me? The board wants to remove me. My father wants to disown me. Oh? I said calmly. That's great. Sharon Shin. He shouted. And Ethan, startled, ran over from the couch, hiding behind me. Mom. It's okay, sweetheart. I softened instantly. Go to your room first. Ethan looked at him. Then looked at me. And quietly ran back to his room. Obedient. Lucas Liu watched him leave. His expression complicated. Sharon. I just want to see him. Do you hate me that much? I don't hate you. I said calmly. I just don't want you to think that you can have anything you want. He stared at me. His lips trembling. Do you know? My voice softened. How I've lived these past 5 years. Do you? I didn't even know. I had given birth. My child was right beside me. For 5 years. And I didn't know. He was mine. He called me godmother. And I said yes. But the moment he called me mom, it felt like my heart shattered. Sharon. Do you understand that feeling? Your child is right in front of you. And you don't recognize him. He calls you uncle. And you don't even know you're his father. He's 5 years old. You missed 5 years of his life. 5 years. My voice trembled. But I didn't cry. I wouldn't cry. In front of him. You want to see him. You want to be his father. Do you deserve that? He stood there. Speechless. Get out. He turned. And walked away. After a few steps. He stopped. Then turned back. Sharon. Those photos. That wasn't me. I frowned slightly. What? The girl in those pictures wasn't someone I chose. That night, I was meeting a client. She was sent by them. I didn't do anything. I looked at him. Said nothing. You don't believe me. Does it matter? He froze. Standing there. Like a statue. I closed the door. Leaning back against it. I shut my eyes. Ethan peeked out. From his room. Mom. Did he leave? He's gone. Was he crying? No. I think he was. Ethan walked over, holding my hand. Mom. Is he really sad? I crouched down, looked at him. Ethan. Do you feel sorry for him? He thought for a moment, then shook his head. Why? Because he made you sad. People who make mom sad aren't pitiful. My chest tightened. I pulled him into my arms and smiled. You're right. People who make mom sad aren't pitiful. Part 10. Everything falls apart. The scandal eventually reached the police. Even though it was later proven he was innocent, the damage was already done. Public opinion had spread everywhere. Lou Corporation's stock dropped 30%. The board forced him to step down. His father cut ties with him. When he appeared again, he looked like a different person. Thinner, unshaven, eyes sunken, like he had aged 10 years. He called me. Sharon. I want to see you. There's nothing to talk about. One last time. Silence. A long silence. Fine. We met at a cafe. He arrived early. Sitting in the corner. A cup of coffee in front of him. Already cold. I sat across from him, studying his face. You've lost weight. Yeah. What do you want? He looked at me. For a long time. He didn't speak. Sharon. I want to ask you something. Go ahead. Those photos. Did you set that up? I looked straight at him. Didn't deny it. Yes. His face went pale. Why? Because you pushed me. I pushed you. You filed for custody. You went to his school. You told him you were his father. You used lawyers to threaten me. What did you expect me to do? Hand my child over to you? He opened his mouth, but no words came out. Lucas. Have you ever thought about it? What right do you have? Because I'm his father. You're his father. I let out a cold laugh. Have you ever been one? When he was born. Where were you? When he was sick. Where were you? When he learned to walk. To speak. His first day at school. Where were you? Silence. He had no answer. You did nothing. You only provided. I stopped. Some genetic material. What gives you the right to take him from me? Tears fell from his eyes. I know. His voice broke. I don't have the right. But I just want. What do you want? To make up for it. To be a good father. It's too late. Lucas Lou lowered his head. His shoulders trembling. Lucas. I have a question. Go ahead. If Ethan wasn't your son, would you have come looking for me? He froze. If Ethan wasn't your son, would you be sitting here, talking to me right now? Would you have knocked on my door at 3 a.m.? Would you have investigated my hospital records? Silence. He couldn't answer. You wouldn't. I answered for him. You didn't come back. Because you still love me. You came back. Because Ethan is your son. Because a child of Lucas Lou can't be left out there. Your pride. Your ego. Your bloodline. Those are the only things that matter to you. His face turned pale. I loved you for 3 years. And you never once fought for me. You never stood up to your family. For me. You never gave up anything. For me. But now. For the child. You're willing to do everything. Do you think that's fair? He had no words left. Lucas. Just go. Don't come back. He sat there. For a long time. Not moving. Finally. He stood up. Looked at me. Sharon. I'm sorry. You don't need to be. You just need to disappear. He turned. And walked away. At the door. He stopped. Didn't turn back. He looks a lot like you. Then. He left. The door closed. I sat there. Staring at the cold cup of coffee. He never finished. And suddenly. I laughed. Then cried. Part 11, he was gone. And this time. He really disappeared. Lucas Liu. Resigned from Liu Corporation. Left the city. I heard. He moved to a small town in the south. Opened a bookstore. Someone posted a photo of him online. He looked thinner. Darker. Wearing a t-shirt and shorts. Squatting in front of the shop. Watering plants. Nothing like the polished CEO he used to be. He never contacted me again. And never reached out to Ethan. Time passed. Ethan started elementary school. His grades were excellent. His teacher said he was smart. Just a little quiet. Didn't play much with the other kids. I knew why. He grew up without a father. Just me. And the housekeeper. He was too understanding. So understanding. It hurt. One day. When I picked him up. He walked out with his backpack. Said a few words to a classmate. Then ran over. Holding my hand. Mom. A classmate asked me today. Why is it always you? Who picks me up? Where's my dad? My heart tightened. What did you say? I told them. I don't have a dad. I froze. Mom. He looked at me carefully. Did I say something wrong? I crouched down. Looked into his eyes. No. You didn't say anything wrong. You don't have a dad. You have me. You have your godmother. You have your grandparents. You have so many people who love you. He smiled. Those little fangs showing again. I know.